let's take a look again at feedback at a distance. So when we think about Hattie and his scale, anything above 40 hundredths is considered something that will help student achievement by 1 year's growth. So when we look at interactive videos, which is at 54 hundredths, it is definitely a strategy that we can use that will help with our student achievement. So that is the area where we have the highest effects within our digital technology. But keep in mind, when we are discussing an interactive video, that is where we require students to respond to questions all throughout the video. So I have uploaded a small example, a preview through Edpuzzle. So that is a program that you can use where you take a video, it could be your own video or a video that you find, and you're actually going to stop the video and ask your students a question, and your DLS can definitely help you with that. It's a very easy program and it's called Edpuzzle. So there's an example that will come up next after this short video. So keeping in mind, those interactive videos have a superior advantage. When students are engaging in those, they can view that video again and again. So it only helps reduce that cognitive overload that our students may have when they're in the classroom and they hear that information once. So in addition to interactive videos, there's many ways that we can make sure that our students are understanding and they can give us feedback as a formative assessment to know how our lesson is going and how much they are learning. So there are many ideas. Some of those ideas include a virtual exit ticket, virtual retellings, doing a poll to respond to different questions, practice tests, a journal jot, a one-pager, or just having a one-on-one conversation or conference with your students. We can also do a quick dipstick, just like when you're checking the oil in your car, which is a short, quick check. The students can give a rating to an item with 1 through 5, or using stoplight colors so that we can understand what they've learned throughout the process of learning, as well as a verbal summary. We can also do a key idea, question, or challenge. That's where the students can give us a key idea from the lesson that they learned, a question they still have, or a challenge they're still facing throughout your lesson. You can also do a T or V chart. That's also where you have the students summarize their learning through a T chart or a Venn chart, and you can just call it a T or V. You can also have the students summarize their learning through writing, drawing, and diagramming. In addition, you can also have the students work through alone or together. So you can have them decide if they would like to work alone or maybe join a breakout room to discuss together what they've learned and what questions they might still have and have a summary together. But that way you're giving them a choice as to work alone, together, or with a partner to have them with the same understanding as a partner within the class. They can also highlight an example. Maybe there were some examples shared from other students or examples that were shared throughout a textbook or throughout any other ways things are shared in your classroom. And they could highlight that and reflect on an example of something that they're proud of. Maybe it's the work they completed, something that was hard, or something that they're not sure about. Another one is square, triangle, or circle. This is where the students can stop and think about their learning that day. A square is something they're squared away with their thinking, and it reinforces something they already know. A triangle is a way that they can talk about 3 key important ideas that they're either learning or they still have questions about. And then they might give you a circle saying that they still have a question that's still circling in their brains. But they can also define those in their ways as well. So they might do a square and they might do 4 key points of ideas that they've learned, or a triangle or a circle, and they can invent different ways that they can summarize back to you. Tag is where we tell, ask, and give. So there's a video after this video that will show you how to do a quick 1-minute tell, ask, and give. And this is where we're actually giving feedback to other students. It does show that you can use a worksheet. However, I would simply grab 3 sticky notes and have the students use those instead of printing out a worksheet for them to use. Or simply they could use a Google Doc where they're telling the students some feedback about the work, they're asking a peer about their work, and then they're giving a suggestion. There are many ways that we can solicit feedback from our students in doing different activities within our class. Here is a list of different activities you may have seen around the district, peers use, or that you use in your classroom. Keep in mind, we don't want to expose our children to too many of these, but we want to be solid in using 2 to 3 different variances. So taking a look at this quote, it's very important that we have relationships built with our students. If we're providing them the feedback, they will receive the feedback and have a higher effect on their work if it's received by someone they have a relationship with. Also, we can ask the students about the videos and the materials that are provided for them, whether or not they're useful or whether or not they're using them at all, to ensure that we're using the best devices to ensure our students are understanding what we're providing them each day.